Hey, what's going on, guys? Before we get into the major part of the video, I do just want to come on and say that I did get accepted into Mickey Thompson's Turn and Burn at Norwalk. I am super excited to go finally race there, and I think this will be one of the best opportunities to actually race there on multiple days and be competitive at that. That is the best part. I'm hoping to place top 3 and dial your own in consistency. 10.0 and slower. Obviously, this is probably a low 10-second car, so it might be one of the faster cars in the field, but it's only about consistency. And number 2, I did get accepted back into Buckeye Skips, which is a very wonderful thing because that's the race I actually ran second most consistent in last year, and I was third fastest, but they only gave out trophies for the first 2. Granted, I'm making my car faster this year and more consistent, so hopefully I can at least be competitive and fight for a spot in both of those races. So besides that, let's get into the major part of the video here. So in this video, I wanted to talk about why I enjoy manual NA drag racing. I'm going to make a few points that it's not going to be I'm going to say it in the nicest way possible. It's not going to be like offensive, but there's a few things that I enjoy, and I'm just going to compare it to something else. And I'm just not dogging it, just to put that out there. So, first thing I thoroughly, truthfully, really enjoy about manual NA drag racing is you don't have boost or power adders or nitrous to save you. I've contemplated putting nitrous on this car a few times. I have also had a Pro Charger on this car, but I wanted to do just about everything I could NA, which thankfully for me, it's really worked out, and I've actually learned a lot by having this car be the setup that it is. So, not that I wouldn't ever do it in the future. I feel like that'd be a fun thing to dabble in to see how much faster I could make this car with a lot less effort, to be honest with you. If I really just put twin turbos on this car and a good fuel system, probably a little bit better than the LT4 stuff, I'd be making this power, if not more. And anyways, it'd be a lot cheaper. But I just feel like you are in with the car. You're one-to-one with the car. If you're not, if your car is a few steps ahead of you, you're not going to be as fast as you want. If you're a few steps ahead of your car, you miss gears, blow things up, hurt things like that. So you really need to always be one-on-one with your car, and you have to understand it fully, which is why I don't feel manual guys, as soon as they change their setup, first pass, second pass, they might not hit the PB that they want, for the fact that they got to learn the car again. Unless, of course, you go out there and you put a freaking Pro Charger on a stock car, obviously you're going to be a little faster. If not ET-wise mile an hour, you're probably going to be 10 mile an hour faster than you were, at least. But I just feel like there's multiple things that could easily go wrong when you are drag racing with this, and you don't really have like a scramble button or something to recover with. It's all there or not. I do believe that it is the most rewarding in that case, saying that you have to basically completely understand the car. You have to control the car. The car cannot control you. If you short shift, you hurt your time so badly and, miss a gear, all the obvious things. But to be consistent, NA in the 10s, hopefully once I, cut some weight out of this piggy, I can ensure I go 9s, which would be really, really, really rewarding. But really for drag and drive trim, for test and tunes, I'll take the seats out of it and go try and rip a number. Hopefully it's a single digit quarter mile pass, which is what I'm going for this year. But drag and drive trim, full interior, stuff in the back, probably not. I'll have a tent or something to set all my stuff in, but different intake, as you guys saw in my other video. But really, drag and drive trim, I think, would be really competitive, low 10s, and that would be consistency and fastest. So I think that would be one of the biggest things for me is Nines on any given test and tune night, good air dependent, and tens really consistently in drag and drive form. But I just feel like with you having to shift the car and learn the car and know the shift points and everything like that, it's just way more rewarding. Besides, like, it's not just hitting the gas. I understand that, but you take one variable out of it without a clutch with an automatic. So I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but there's still a lot of good things that, an automatic takes to go fast. It just is a little simpler because my biggest issue is my 60 foot. I can't 60 foot very well. I trapped 132 and a half. I've done 1086. I've only ever done 1.6 in the eighth, and that's when I did the 150 60 foot. And in that clip y'all put in here, you can hear how long I'm off the gas, and it just hurts. I look back at that and I'm like, dude, that's disgusting. I'd be so much faster if I could just bang gears like I can now with the stock shifter back in it. But that's one thing about it. You got to learn it. You got to know what the car wants. You got to know when to change things, when to back out of things. I took my $500 some shifter out of it to put the stock 1LE shifter back in it. And all of a sudden, all my issues go away that I've been fighting for the last 3 years. Little things like that are just little mini goals that are rewarding and will put you above where you used to be, because at the end of the day, you just need to compare you to yourself, which is why I enjoy most consistent drag racing, or really any drag and drive drag racing, which, ask me 2 years ago, I'd be like, oh, this car can't be consistent. But now I'm embracing the consistency, which is beautiful. But even like drag and drives, you're not directly racing number one or number two beside you. You could go against the guy that's running whatever, slower than you. Just say, because if you're number one fastest in the class, you're not always going to be running number two. You could be running number 8, number 10. And all you got to do is focus on yourself. If you can't go straight down that track, you're not going to win no matter what, if that person's beside you or not. Which I enjoy, because you still have to race yourself. You can't put yourself in a place to win if you don't succeed yourself. You can't be like, oh, that guy's faster than me, and now I'm not even going to try. That's a horrible attitude anyways. I want to make that car go at least 8s pretty easily. So you got the manual NA car that's running 9s, and then your twin turbo auto car running 8s. I think that would be really cool. And that's rewarding in its own way, because that thing's just stupid fast. I saw this thing on Facebook the other day, and they're like, should I get a manual or an auto? And they're like, do you want the fun transmission or do you want the fast transmission? I really think that those are two really great ways to say it. I have the fun transmission because on the street, it's just so fun just to grab gears. For some reason, I just enjoy driving manual cars way more. And me not knowing 4 years ago how much slower the manual would be, especially at this point, I would probably just, bit my ego and bought an auto, which, again, it's only to myself. But I think the manual car fit me more back then, not understanding how drag racing works. But now, with my goals, I'll just have one of each, and it won't matter. The automatics are definitely a way faster transmission than the manuals, because there's 10 speeds versus 6, and there's way more other variables too. The starting line ratio on a auto is like 15 something, and this is only 9.93 to 1. Basically just the first gear in the transmission times the first gear in the rear gear, and the differential tells you starting line ratio, and the higher the number that is, the more ability it is to have to launch. But yeah, really, it's way more rewarding now understanding it and embracing it instead of getting upset saying I bought the wrong car. I absolutely did not buy the wrong car. I'm just working harder to get what I want, which to me, super rewarding. I thoroughly enjoy working hard, going to the track, focusing on little things. I went to the track 2 or 3 times last year, and I said, all I want to work on is a 60 foot. I don't give a crap about what I run ET. 60 foot, 60 foot, 60 foot. I made 7 passes that night. I improved my 60 foot every single time. I started at a high 6. I went down to a 156. And then inevitably, not a month later, I did a 150 in competition drag and drive with seats, sway bar hooked up, full interior, full tank of gas. So, I mean, small improvements like that will definitely help over time. And, you know, that's what Test and Tune's for. Test and Tune isn't just to find somebody to actually race beside you. I sometimes even like going into the solo lanes. To me, drag racing has always been about racing myself. I think once I get an automatic, heads-up drag racing will be my my favorite thing. But for now, I've been doing this for like 4 years, and I'm still only like, oh, I'm just going to keep racing myself because that's what I want to do. But it's time to move past that. And this is kind of my way of saying that. I want to be goals for those 2 drag and drives. I want to place at the turn and burn and dial your own. Hopefully at an average of like 10.2 to 10.4. Somewhere right in there. I think that would be really fun. And then Buckeye Skips, I almost want to say I want to win one of the 2 fastest stick cars. I was 3rd last year. I think that would be really doable to do fastest. I also want to ensure that I'm super consistent. So if I say I make 3 passes and I run a 10:30 every single day, obviously I'm going to turn those in even if I did a 10:15 one day. I think this year, with it under my belt, saying, oh, I just want to finish last year and I finished with a trophy, I think I'm better than that now. My goal this year is to place in both of them, and I think that's really achievable. So yeah, I'm excited to say that I am actually going to go and be there and be competitive and still enjoy my time, because there's nothing better than playing race car, taking off work, and actually racing to compete and be competitive in something. So I think that's where I'm going to end off this video, guys. Obviously, it's another sit down and talk on the Camaro video because I don't have anything to install or anything to work on, and the Subaru's still not behaving itself. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that car. Hey, if I get 10 likes on this video, I'm going to trade in my Subaru for the 6th gen Camaro I keep talking about. And that's a promise. That is an absolute promise. That's the first time I've ever set a like goal. I think it's pretty low. 10 likes and I'll get rid of it. But spring's coming up, summer's coming up, and if I can make content with 2 vehicles, that would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, I think it's time that I end off this video, and that's my kind of goals for the drag and drive. I think I kind of already went over that a little bit, or if I just went over my goals of saying, hey, I want to run a 9, if not 9s, I want to go deep 10s. So yeah, besides that, I really appreciate all you guys watching my videos and everything like that. And right now, as I'm recording this, I have 95 subscribers. I am 5 away from 100, which is absolutely insane. It's just something where I haven't even raced. I've only been talking about racing and everything like that. I really haven't even went to the track since I started making YouTube videos, which is absolutely amazing. But I appreciate all you guys for watching, and please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you have something in the comments to say about something you guys enjoy about manual drag racing, auto drag racing, drag and drives, let me know. I'd really like to hear it. But I think I'm going to end off the video here, guys. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. One more thing. I have the differential brace coming from Cortez Performance. I should hopefully see it sometime next week. Install videos are going to become very seldom very soon, considering racing season's around the corner. But obviously, whatever happens, I'll record and talk about. But content might be a little bit more sit down and talk like it was a little while ago, because I kind of don't have much to do anymore. But we're 3 weeks away from hopefully getting to be able to get the car out. So yeah, that's exciting. But all right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.